Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and this is Around the World in 30 Days. This is day 19 and I am still at IKEA with my friends. So this is my friend Melissa and she was brave enough to go through the little adventure tunnel for kids. And so I got a picture and she knew that I would be documenting it. I have these papers from my No Limits collection. I have this awesome flare from Dottie About Flare, and it came in a mixed thing from Dottie About Flare and some assemblage required. But I also have these wood grain from some assemblage required, as well as these wood veneers from Scrapping Reflections, because I wanted those hearts, but I also wanted the little hearts so that I'd have a variety of sizes. So I have both companies wood veneers, and then I have these scraps, and I would like to use some of these up. To be 100% honest, can't remember if I do. I did this layout yesterday. Normally I edit that night, but yeah, I didn't. So here is the kit I'm working with. I still have some other odds and ends in here that is not part of the No Limits collection, but I've got my paper, my embellishments, this flare, the wood veneer, these pictures. So let's see how this goes. So first things first, I am trying to determine what I want to do because I don't really have a plan. This is the way I normally scrap if I'm not doing a scrap lift, or if I'm not doing like sketches and stuff. I pretty much just kind of wing it. And even when I'm doing sketches and scrap lifts, I usually wing it then too. There are some times when I take lots of time and plan and prep. And then there's most times when I don't. So from this stash of the 6x8 papers, I pull this green because she's climbing through this like tree, kind of thing. And there's leaves all over it. So I want that green to be a good part of this layout. And so I'm going to exchange my blade because I had the Victorian blade in there from yesterday. And I don't want to keep that in there just because, I did that for a reason. And today we're going to do something different. So I like for them to be cohesive and have some piece of, the layout that ties it all together, whether it is a color pattern or color, choices, one certain color that's on every layout, if I'm doing a layout from like one birthday party or one holiday or, whatever, I like them to have some kind of thing that connects them, but they don't have to be like a double layout where they flow to the next page, proper or whatever. So did anything I just said make sense? I hope so. It is late. I think it's like 1 a.m. and I've spent the day, excuse me, in the hospital with my daughter, who is going to have emergency surgery tomorrow. Obviously, it's not too emergency or it wouldn't be tomorrow. And it is going to be fine, but it's been a very long day. So I am home from the hospital and I am crafting because this was what I needed for my mental sanity. I've said it many times in my videos that scrapbooking is my mental health. It brings me so much joy. And so I needed a little bit of that after the crazy that today brought. So 3 a.m. phone call or text message from your daughter saying she's in the emergency room is not necessarily how I wanted to start my Thursday. So luckily when you all see this on Friday, by the time you see this, well, no, because her surgery's at like 12:45. So this usually will go up pretty early in the morning. So when you see this, she may have already gone through her surgery. If not, well, say a little prayer. So anyway, I have these creative memories border strips. And so that's what that black strip at the bottom and then that zigzag up at the top of the wood grain. And it was hard for me to cut that wood grain paper because the wood grain's gorgeous. And the back of that is that star shoot. And oh man, luckily I have, I think, 2 more of these because, well, that's just how I roll. And I couldn't not have more than one of certain papers. And that wood grain and the star was one of those that I had to have 2 of. So I may even have 3. So now I'm going to take this green and I'm going to put it right above the wood grain. Like I said, I really wanted that woodsy feel. And with the wood grain paper on the bottom and then the green at the top, it's kind of like a tree. And the floor that she is standing on is like wood. It's a wood. I mean, it's obviously looks like wood, whether it's real wood or just laminate, I don't know, but it looks like wood. So that's also the reason I brought the black in, because that house or that tree house or whatever it is that she's climbing through is got that black around the edges of it. So I felt like I was bringing the colors and the feel of the pictures onto the layout. So I got some of the wood veneers from some assemblage required, which is those bigger ones up there in the top corner. And then I also have the little packet of the scrapping reflection ones, and they're itty bitty, but they're so great to work with when you're doing like clusters. I mean, they're not much bigger and actually probably about the same size as a typical enamel dot. So, I've got this hello there that I thought was cute because she's waving, but it has some orange in it, and I haven't brought any orange into the layout yet, so I want to make sure I get some orange somewhere. And then I have this chipboard, and this one says just be yourself, and it's yellow. And since I've got the yellow going on, I want to make sure that I have a couple of things of yellow. And then I just pulled that go for it up there, that little banner, and it has orange on the little tassels on the end. So now I've got orange in another location, which makes me feel better because I don't typically pay a ton of attention to having more than one of a color on a layout. Because if I look at a layout and it makes me happy, I'm good. If I look at a layout and I feel like something's missing, then I'll try and figure out what it is. But I don't typically look and go, okay, I have one green here, one green there. It's just not the way I scrapbook. So I have been more aware of those things lately, probably because I've been watching so many scrapbooking videos, and a lot of you fantastic creatives, pay attention to that stuff. And so I'm starting to see those things. So I think that's why I wanted to make sure I had that orange up there in the corner, because I had that orange and it was the only orange on the layout down there. So I add this little Be Unique barcode, and I put that right here next to the hello there. That just came from Crafter Square. It's just really cute, and it has a little pink in it. And this is not my friend who doesn't like pink. And I think the rest of the layouts are going to have my pink friend and my pink hater on them. So I wanted to use this Be Unique because the other picture I could use that on is of my best friend, because she's, well, you all just have to wait. Ah, bless them. I mean, I've got some of the best friends, you all, that they're a little crazy. But that's why we're such good friends. So I've used one of the 2 little mason jar cup mugs that I've got left. So that green mug at the bottom left, the bottom left of the left picture. And I think it says good times or enjoy life or something. And I only have 1 more of those left. I've had those for a long time. So I also pull this authentic circle, and I like that. It brings something down there because there's going to be so much going on up there in that top right corner with the flare, the tag, the inspire, the banner, and now I'm going to put these wood veneer up there. And like I said, these little ones are the ones from Scrapping Reflections. And so I'm going to put those up there. And once I get my layout pretty much done. I think I add a couple more wood veneer, yeah, over here. And these are the bigger ones. And these wood veneer are the ones from the Etsy. MK has an Etsy shop called Some Assemblage Required. And you should definitely go check it out. She's got wood veneer. She's got acrylics. She has some really cool things on her site. So you should go to Etsy and check that out. She has a Facebook page as well. And I'm a YouTube channel and all that good jam. So I absolutely adore this. She just put out a bunch of new stuff. And I just had to have, I wanted it all. And I missed out on a couple things because I didn't get to the store fast enough. But it's okay. Maybe she'll make some more. Anyway, so I put some word phrases down on the very bottom. And I think it says something like one of a kind. And then I pull another one out and I'm going to put it right above it and kind of tuck it behind that little black branding strip. So I didn't want it to just kind of be out in the middle of nowhere. And there's really nowhere else to put it. And I think it says won't stop or don't stop or I can't remember. I mean, you know, I do have a bunch of crazy friends. But they would not all climb through the thing. How rude. It's okay. So after I get all this stuff on here, I'm going to add a couple little of these enamel shapes. And I love these. I'm going to put them right here in the green because I felt like that open space there was just calling for something. I don't do a lot of empty space. And all that wood grain down there, because it's a pattern, it's not as bad for me. But it's still, I'm struggling a little. So I'm going to get out some ink and I'm going to tap that out. And this is the black, which is, I'm going to think of what it's called in just a minute. But anyway, so I tap it out on the wood grain and then I go up to the top corner and I'm going to tap it out right there as well. And then I cannot believe that I left it right there by my elbow. I am impressed that I did not knock that over because I totally do. Jade no, it's not jade. That's the green one. Black marble. That's what it is. I'm not anywhere near my scrapbook stuff. I'm sitting in my recliner, which I'm saying not anywhere near. I hate to say it's like 5 feet away, but I'm comfortable, guys. I'm not getting up. Black marble. And then I pull out this one, which is my new orange one. Now look, I'm going to make a boo-boo. Now watch where that orange, that's big old blob's going to fall down. Right there. It's okay. It's going to be fine, you all. Don't worry. I try not to panic too much when I make those kinds of little faux pas. I don't mind getting, blobs or, heavier dots or smears on my page, but that was a huge dot. It was going to soak right in and go under that sticker, and it was going to be a mess. So I cleared it up, but it still leaves this little orange dot. So I go ahead and put some Nuvo Deluxe because I know I'm going to put something there. And I take this wood grain heart from the Some Assemblage Required pack, and I put it right there like it was meant to be there, like I wanted it there. And so that is that. Now, how about that? So I do add a little bit more of the orange, and I really do love the way that this turns out. I'm being so brave, tapping more of that out after that big boo-boo. How many things can I put on here to cover up my mistakes? So here are the close-ups. You're the best is totally true. She is fantastic. I love that butterfly flare. I have some more, and they go with some gnomes. Wood grain gnomes. Nope, wood veneer gnomes. Let's get the words out. That are from Some Assemblage Required, and then of course the flare is from Dottie About Flare. So you can't even see it. And I love those. You will be seeing some of those gnomes coming soon. So I hope you all have a great day. Please check out all the people hopping along down below, and happy scrapping.